Hi, good morning, everyone. It's the 23rd of July. Now, what we have here is the break out of the blue steep downtrend. This doesn't mean we're going to go straight back up, by the way. This is quite a steep downtrend. It was a steep, I want to call it a bull flag, but it's too steep for a bull flag. So it may morph into something more less steeper if it starts to come down again and takes out the previous lows. I'm still not convinced that we're going to go straight back up, at least to backtest that golden broken support. Okay, and the dangers are still looming to break that green major uptrend. So we are dangerously close to that level. And on the ES, this is the futures, that level is 5,510. We are at 5,593. So we have to watch out carefully, be vigilant, okay? And we are not going to rush into things. And it is this resistance also that has been broken, right? This one, and we are back testing it right here. I think we're back testing it. Um, as I always say, I watch other markets as well. So I think Dow Jones is going to give us a bit more, and NASDAQ, they are going to give us better picture for the bullish side. And I'm going to come to that in a minute. So, but this, of course, is a resistance break as well. So I think we may go back to, if the back test holds, we may go all the way to the 5,650 level to backtest that golden broken support. This is the cash SPX. We have this green uptrend. We have the broken purple resistance. It backtested the golden broken bull flag, kind of penetrated back in, but actually it is now out in the clear. So is it going to keep on moving from here? On this chart, it's a bit more bullish than the futures chart, I must admit, because you can see also that this blue resistance is broken and the backtest of the bull flag held. So let's have a look at Dow Jones. Dow Jones is coming. So this is the futures continuous. It didn't touch either the blue or the golden bottom bands. So the blue one is the internal potential uptrend inside the golden potential uptrend. So there is still a very big chance that if we test either of them, Dow Jones is going to put in a low and then it's going to shoot up all the way to 42,000. Dow Jones Cash is the same story, the blue inside the golden. And there is also this purple resistance that has been broken. Previous resistance becomes a support. And the level on the blue bottom band together with the purple is 40,175 or so. So if it comes to that level and we see a bounce, I think it is going to run again. NASDAQ had broken out of the purple downtrend, which is inside the golden downtrend, which is a much more orderly bull flag. As you can see here, 3 touches on the bottom band, 2 touches on the top band. So, but of course, as I said yesterday, after the break of the purple resistance, I'm expecting it to run. Of course, we can never be sure whether it's going to touch that golden top band just like that after the break, or is it going to touch it here and then come down once again until the golden bull flag is broken. I don't think NASDAQ is going anywhere. So, but it is an orderly bull flag. This is a very nice bull flag formation. Is it going to backtest this red broken resistance? And that would actually be an ideal scenario. So if it touches the golden top band, it comes down to the red very, very hard. And then we find a low, touch that red. And of course, it has to stay inside this green uptrend, but we are quite far away from that green uptrend anyway. NASDAQ cash is the same story. It came very close to the blue broken resistance, that diagonal resistance. It is inside the golden, it's out of the purple. So I'm going to remove the purple from the picture actually. We only have the golden bull flag here. So yeah, fingers crossed that this blue broken resistance is not going to be broken, and then we will shoot up from there. Russell has bounced off the green internal support rail so far, and the golden potential uptrend is also there. So that's why I don't think this market is going to sell off big without touching new highs. So this is Russell resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it's at the moment, it's forcing it to break. Clearly, this is thin trading, okay? This is overnight trading. This is a 2-hourly chart. So would it mean a lot if it breaks that blue resistance? That's also questionable, but either way, I was thinking maybe it wants to touch that golden bottom band before it rallies again towards 2,400, and that can as well that may as well happen, because the Russell breakout has been so far a giant breakout, and I don't think the upside is finished for Russell yet. FTSE is still trying to decide what to do with herself. You can see the squeeze, the purple triangle, and the blue uptrend. It's still forcing that blue bottom band to break and the purple support. But of course, all of a sudden, this may rally and break that purple. So it's actually a very, very big squeeze here. And the breakout is going to be a massive rally if it can. DAX, as I've mentioned many times, has been unreliable with the lines. I was hoping that it's going to come down to this blue plus golden so that we can buy it. This blue bottom band together with the golden, that's not what happened. And all of a sudden, it rallied big. It didn't even pause at the green or neither the green nor the red resistance levels or the potential double resistance, which I mentioned yesterday. I would have shorted it if I had seen the reversal, but there was nothing. It basically pushed on. So I'm going to remove the red, and even the green one is not really a very reliable broken bear flag. Okay, so we can remove that. The consolidation since the start of May or mid-May is still ongoing. This is astonishing. It's a long consolidation, and I don't think this is going to sell off big. I think at some point we may still see a touch on the blue bottom band, and then we rally. So this is the French, okay, CAC, and it is out of the black downtrend, this little downtrend, after bouncing off the red bottom band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on that red bottom band. It is now back testing the black broken resistance. There is a little gap here. And of course, this purple resistance has 5 touches. So I'm still in the hope or in the opinion that we are going to break this purple resistance and it's going to rally to that red top band. TLT hasn't broken that red blue resistance. It tried it here, it failed so far. Maybe the next trial is going to make it. And the 10-year note had already broken that purple resistance. So that gives me hope for bond rally. Oil, if it can load. Yeah, oil, this is US oil. It made a big move, and that's how it became. I've been telling you that 79.60, 79.70 is going to be the brutal breakdown, and that's exactly what happened. This bull flag fails. This is what I've been suspecting since the reversal at that golden resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches on that golden resistance, and it held. That's a very, very strong one. This golden support zone is broken, and the blue bear flag is broken. Blue bull flag is broken to the downside. That is very bearish. We may get a backtest today, and that would become a short entry actually at 79.75. Maybe the highest point would be 80. Around that level, I'm expecting another reversal for it to come down one more time. This is Brent oil, and Brent is, obviously I said US oil looks very bearish, but there is the benefit of looking at both markets, which is Brent oil and US oil. And you can see the Brent oil is forming this purple potential bull flag. Even though, yeah, there's a little bit of a damage, but it's still a bull flag formation. So what needs to happen for the bearish cause is that it rallies without getting to that purple top band, it sells off again and breaks this purple bottom band. That's the only way to invalidate a bull flag. So it doesn't even have to go too far high up. It has to come down and break it to the downside so that we can say, okay, Brent oil has also given up on that bull flag. Natural gas has broken the blue downtrend. Okay, so that is a broken downtrend, which suggests that we may still go up. I mentioned about this double resistance yesterday, but yeah, I'm going to remind you that one. But of course, it didn't hold, so there was no reason to keep shorting it, right? If first we need to see a kind of a reaction to that at that level. That's the only way. So I thought maybe it will react to that level and then come down, but it actually sliced through it. So this here is a broken downtrend. So I'm going to put it here, right? Much better. Yeah. And also, if you look at it, it's also looking bearish here. And the reason is the blue bottom band held on September contract. It is now back testing this red broken support, or almost getting there. But there is also a huge gap here. It may even go penetrate back above that broken red support and come all the way to 2350, around 2350 to no, excuse me. The gap is here. It doesn't have to get all the way to 2350. The gap here is 2313. Okay, 2313 may still be tested, and then after that, we may still see one more leg down. Obviously, if it penetrates too much into it and really go through, then the blue top band is going to be the target, which is going to be at 3. But my long-term hunch, my long-term position here is that ultimately, even if we rally towards 2500 or so, without breaking this green top band, it will come down, and by October, yeah, so at some time in October, it may go sideways, and then sometime in October, well, no, 1 second. I'm going to now switch it to the daily chart to see where we can have that major support, right? That major support is sometime, yeah, in September, October. That's the date that is coming to that green plus red at around 1.3, 1.28. This is gold, and gold is bouncing off the green. So it already broke out. I thought 2390 is going to be the bottom out, but actually managed to damage it a little bit. It is bouncing off this golden broken resistance, and it is kind of like, it's not the perfect uptrend, but this red one, I may still argue it's still holding. So we may see a big gold rally today. Okay, it looks like there are some bids coming in at the moment. It's at 2401 on the spot. This is silver. It has back tested the blue broken bull flag 1, 2, 3 times, and it still hasn't gone back in. So that's good. But of course, if it rallies to the black top band, pull back, and then, I mean, it's the red plus black double resistance. It may also be the target of this bounce, which is going to be around 29.64, 65. If it gets there, then it comes down one more time, and then it would have to rally. But at the moment, I can't speculate about where it is going to start to rally, really, because this has come down quite a bit. Is it going to test this support as well? That also may happen. So I'm going to put this in also, like, yeah, let's put it in purple. I think the major one is going to be this purple resistance, which has been tested 5 times. That one has to be broken. Platinum. All right, this is the futures continuous chart, and platinum had broken that triangle to the downside. And you can see this is looking bad, right? This is the platinum futures continuous, which has broken the triangle to the downside instead of upside. On the spot chart, I'm going to now repeat that there is still hope for it, very slim hope that this green downtrend was broken and back tested. Is it going to rally off this green support again? That remains to be seen. All right. And we have copper coming down pretty hard. And is it going to touch that red and then rally? That is the big question. This is a major bull flag. That is formation, but of course it has to bounce off its bottom band, and then we rally towards 500 one more time after the breakout. So let's have a look at euro. Looking weak against the US dollar. The green resistance was broken, but it kind of faded very quickly. This golden bottom band, which I mentioned in yesterday's video, is holding at the moment. But if we look at Aussie dollar and Kiwi, US dollar strength is coming back. So the only way this can turn into a rally, if this golden support gets defended and euro starts to rally and takes out the previous highs. Pound sterling, it couldn't break that golden resistance. It's coming down now. You can see that's the blue, red, and golden triple resistance here. But if it bounces off the blue resistance, and stays inside the red, there is still a chance for it to rally. US dollar Japanese yen is coming down, and it may find a low at the black bottom band before it rallies again. DXY is very evident from the DXY chart that US dollar strength is coming back because of the green broken channel and the bounce off the red. This is a spike down due to news, but this red bottom band, you can see it held and we bounced and we broke out of the green. The question is it going to rally to the red, which would be terrible for everything else, and US dollar would rally big? Or is it going to come down and break this red and invalidate this bull flag, this red bull flag? Let's have a look at Aussie, which is looking terrible. And this is a big disappointment. You can see this is a lesson that even the best looking charts may fail. For me, it was a very nice bull flag breakout, which we bought here. It rallied, we closed half of the position, it came down, and look at what happens now. It didn't even bounce a little bit at the backtest of that red broken bull flag. And not only that, this purple downtrend couldn't be broken to the upside, it broke it to the downside. And lastly, it has broken this green support. So Aussie is looking terrible here because it has broken several supports. The purple, the red, the green, nothing could hold it. So this is looking bad, and it's also not looking good for metals in a way, okay? And Kiwi gave the best signal for bearishness against US dollar, and that's because that golden resistance couldn't be taken out, and this red bull flag has been invalidated. Now, US dollar CAD is approaching this golden top band, which has been forming since 2022. That is a very large bull flag, and clearly, once it breaks, I think minimum that is going to get is that green resistance, which is originating from the highs of, beginning of 2000. So that's a really large one. Okay, for US dollar weakness, it really has to come down, break that blue support, and break also this golden bottom band. But at the moment, it looks like it wants to run out of this golden giant bull flag. Okay, now what comes next is agriculturals, coffee, did something that I wasn't expecting, but it now has broken this golden bull flag. Clearly, if it gets to that blue internal resistance, it will clear it. I think this time 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, and then it will get to around 270 or so. But it may rally a little bit and then fall back and come all the way down to fill this gap as well. I'm not really very convinced that it is going to rally without filling that gap. I may be wrong entirely. I've been wrong many times about these gaps. Okay, the gaps may not get filled for a long time. And of course, we have, if it comes to that level, we have this green bottom band, and we have, of course, I may even argue that the green bottom band should be here with this one. Yeah. So, and that would actually be very much in line with my chart, with my prediction that we have a gap fill, touch that green and red, and then rally. That is also quite nice. That would be nice. So wheat, this is the continuous chart. Okay. And it is trying, so I'm going to put it on the daily to show you that purple major resistance support that is still holding. And that blue resistance is holding. So on the 4 hourly, again, that blue resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so many touches. And if wheat can break this, then we're going to see a rally. And of course, the blue bottom band on wheat held. It's out of the gold, but it couldn't really take out that red. But I think it will go. But it really has to go beyond 560, 565 to also take this one out, that golden broken support. So it's not out of the ditch yet. Soybeans is off the red and it's coming closer to that purple broken support for a back test, and that may cause it to reverse again. And this is the September contract on soybeans. It is touching that blue top band, and from there I think it will come down. Corn is a little bit tricky here because on the September contract we bought 395, and it looks good because the red bottom band held, right? That red bottom band, and the green resistance is now broken and back tested. And is it going to now get to the blue top band at least and then reverse, or is it going to come down and break everything? I don't think that's going to happen. That red support held firmly and the green resistance is broken. So we're probably going to see 405 or so, that blue top band, and it will reverse from there, which may turn into a short call. Sugar is toast properly because the blue bottom band is now broken. Sugar is going to be a very big troublemaker now. It's not rallying off the blue and it's breaking down that blue. And if you look at the October contract, it broke down the red bull flag. That is terrible for sugar. It's a short entry. And cotton hasn't tested 67 just yet. Okay. This is Bitcoin. You can see here that green channel is still on, and I think, its bottom band may hold to see a rally towards 70,000. But we will see that. The green bottom band, if it wants to be tested today, it's going to be 65,000, 400, 200. It's very hard to see where it can test it. Ethereum is doing something that is let's say unexpected, because the green support is broken, right? The green channel is broken. Obviously, for a bearish turn, the blue support has to be broken too, which I mentioned yesterday. So it's trying to penetrate back into this green broken channel, which is good, which is bullish, but it has to break that blue top band as well. If it goes beyond, like above 3,585, 3,590, then I think it would have cleared that blue top band and it would rally. CAS is inside the green, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So this green bull flag is still on. OM may backtest that red broken channel at 1.19 cents, uh, $1.19. Jasmy has broken the golden uptrend, so that's not really good. And PAL, you can see here, PAL reversed at the purple resistance. This is a perfection downtrend. Obviously, it's a bull flag as well. Pepe is inside the golden potential uptrend, so if it touches the golden, then we rally. Solana is one of the best, right? It is still targeting 200, or at least, yeah, about 200, that golden top band. Monero, no break of that 180 level. Aave is going to backtest that green, which may turn into a bounce. ACH, still trying to break that golden resistance, and if it does break, I think it's going to rally. ADA has to break that golden resistance. Audio has broken out of the green, and it may break out of the red as well. AVAX has backtested the golden broken bear flag, so it may be coming down a bit. Binance looking like it's just consolidating. This is a fake out. And Chile's no breakout, no rally, not so whatsoever. CKB off the golden support, and it is now trying to rally a little bit. But of course, this may also, so we have to, if you are into CKB, this year may turn into a bull flag, but you first have to get there, pull back, and then rally. So something like this, okay? Coty off the green, Dash forming the wedge, but it hasn't really. Dogecoin it penetrated back into the red, and it's out of the green bull flag. So the Doji is looking good. Polkadot, DYDX. Well, I'm not gonna go through all of it really. TIA is inside the red, very large bull flag. So if it wants to go, if it get to the red and break it eventually, Ripple has to break that blue resistance, that triangle, giant triangle. Tezos, let me see. No hope because that green resistance is holding. Zcash has to break 35, 36 to start to keep on running. This is a big jump anyway. HBAR, not much to say, and Fetch ID is inside this golden bull flag, no breakout yet, and Venri also, like none of the altcoins, and there are no big moves today yet. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.